Just a general consensus, no one wants to live with a room that has black mold in it or a mushroom growing inside of it, right?
Students calling mold a major problem on OSU campus.
Any type of black mold or fungal growth or anything that's happening in these dormitories needs to be addressed immediately to the student body. It is a health concern.
Why do we pay to live like this?
Chris Cade and Armand Chandri are university senators bringing a resolution calling for the university to address student concerns, potential mold across all dorms.
Students should be able to feel safe and feel healthy in their own dorms because that's what they're paying for.
In the press release, they said that the reason they were moving students was a result of a water leak. And I simply don't believe that's true.
Cade sharing these pictures he snapped inside Lawrence and Morrill Tower.
The caulking is torn off in some places. The grout is completely yellowed. And that's not something that students should be living in.
I've seen insane amounts of black mold, wallpaper peeling off, and it's not a great look in a lot of ways.
I spoke to freshman Jack Carson now. He tells me he's seen mold growth in the bathroom he shares with multiple people in Morrill Tower across from the SHU.
The conditions aren't really good. I mean, we have to clean our own bathrooms, so it depends on room to room, but there's definitely mold that builds up on the bathrooms.
Back in 2021, the university newspaper, The Lantern, reported high humidity led to students having to be forced out of their dorms in Scott House. Cade and Chandra are hoping the university will offer frequent deep cleaning services to shared restrooms.
You can't expect students to just be okay living with an environment that has black mold or don't have the knowledge to clean that.
Student senators say the next steps are to work with university administration to build transparency. On your side in Columbus, I'm Jeremiah Wilcox, ABC 6 News.
It's ridiculous. I mean, they gave us a 3-day notice to pack up all of our stuff and just move across campus.
An unwanted site in an Ohio State University residence hall, mold, and students say that is not the only thing growing in the walls.
Dozens are being uprooted and temporarily relocated. NBC4 Samantha Bender joins us live from Lawrence Tower tonight. And Sam, what are students and the university saying?
Well, today I spoke with a handful of students, all freshmen, who say it's scary and frustrating that they're shelling out money to live on campus and get the true college experience, yet they're dealing with this headache. Meantime, the university is saying a water leak is to blame.
It's completely black, like covered.
Paige Scheidmantel has until Friday to pack up and move out of Lawrence Tower. Her room, one of the ones impacted by the water leak. Her main concern, the mold she's found in her room. Today, she showed me results from a mold test she recently conducted.
We found like a fuzzy chunk of mold in our AC. There's mold on our bathroom ceiling.
Right next door, her friend Lauren also has to move. The two tell me they're nervous about the health impacts.
My roommate has gone to the doctor 2 or 3 times, has been on antibiotics the whole time. She can't sleep.
This doesn't appear to be an isolated incident. Sam Ash also lives in Lawrence Tower. He says he didn't realize the problem until the towel holder next to his shower fell off the wall.
So then we looked behind the wallpaper because there was a little crease right there, and the more it peeled back, the closer it got to the shower, the more, instead of being white like the rest of the drywall, it was a little black.
The university saying in a statement, quote, no immediate health or safety concerns to residents have been identified as a result of the water damage. It goes on to say only students living in rooms impacted by the leak will be moved. Approximately 40 students will be temporarily moved from 19 impacted rooms. Kira Avarello is already moved into a new residence hall. This comes after her shocking discovery weeks ago.
I came back from a party and my roommate told me that there was something growing out of the wall.
The next morning when she woke up, it had sprouted into a mushroom.
We didn't know what kind of stuff we were breathing in and if these mushrooms were harmful.
Now many say they're scrambling in between class and work to pack up all their belongings. Drew Lutz says he received an email around 5 p.m. yesterday from OSU Housing notifying him he's been assigned to move to Morrill Tower by 1 p.m. Friday.
I wish that they would be a little more flexible and open with the students, because the email we got was pretty vague, just saying you have to move all of your stuff out.
The university says it's too early to have a timetable for the repairs, though it does anticipate these are temporary moves, and it thinks that students will be able to return to their dorm rooms once that work is complete. Meantime, any residents that notice any water-related issues are encouraged to submit a facility service request. We'll have a link to that over on our website, NBC4i.com. Local for you from Lawrence Tower, I'm Samantha Bender, NBC4.
Mold is causing problems at one of Ohio State's dorms. It sent dozens of students packing.
This is all playing out at Lawrence Tower. A report about a mushroom there sparked all of this. Jeremiah Wilcox looking into what's being done to keep students safe.
My roommate and I took a closer look, and we realized that we do have mold in our room as well.
It's a toxic college roommate many don't want. We're talking about mold.
We actually had somebody here this morning to check it out, and they didn't think it was mold. My roommate and I have been sick since the second week of school.
Freshman finance major Ryan Hall says he spends a lot of time in his room. He shows me all of his appointments, books, speaking with OSU doctors. No one can figure out what is wrong, so he's left to draw his own conclusion.
It's unacceptable, paying almost, for those out of state, almost $60,000 to be living in an unhealthy dorm where they're not taking care of your health is just really unacceptable.
I've seen a couple social media posts, especially from like my mom sending me things and everything. I've seen one with mushrooms in the walls.
Word has spread fast around campus of 40 students being moved to different dorms after students reported seeing mushrooms and mold growth in their dorms, posing dangerous health risks. Although the university tells us that is not the case. So far, no timeline on the repairs at the towers. Students we spoke to just want transparency.
The school itself has so many amazing things to offer, but at the end of the day, health and safety is the #1 priority, and the fact that it's not being taken care of is definitely an issue.
The school has not reached out about that. However, they have been good about reaching out about water leaks, damages, things like that. So I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks they send something.
OSU says they are not moving students away because of a mold threat, but they are temporarily moving students to replace and repair saturated drywall in the rooms here in this building. Now, OSU is encouraging any students, if they have any issues, to submit a service request. On your site in Columbus, I'm Jeremiah Wilcox.